Hey everybody, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit. I am one half of the DungeonsSwag.com team. We're in the 3.5 Monster Manual, and we're on part 2 of the Naga, if I can figure out how to open pages. So, I think what I'm going to go with is the Spirit Naga artwork, the pink and the black. I like that. That's neat. I'm not a big pink and black guy. It's actually very goth for my liking, but I think that would be neat. I have nothing really in that color scheme. So what I want to start first is I want to get some brown and do the base, I guess. Because once you do that base, it's hard to go back and do other stuff. So I'm going to get a brush that I use all the time. This is the brush that I restored that was in terrible shape. And I love this brush. And what I'm doing is trying not to paint up on the model as much as I can help it. If you have to get a little on the model, that's understandable. It happens. I'll probably get some on there too if I haven't already. Yeah, I probably have got some on there knowing me. I just can't see yet. All right. I'm going to get a medium brown and just poke it around in there. That's reddish brown. I said medium brown. I'm just going to poke this around in there and make some variation where I see fit. Get a little of that excess paint off. That'll dry faster that way. Ooh, scary Naga. Yes, I've accidentally terrified you all and you've left. Now I'm here by myself crafting it. That'll learn me. Almost as bad as my gag when I was doing the Invisible Stalker and I was pretending to craft. I am super lame. Sorry about that. It's just my way. Yeah, I know. Here I am showing off the magic item. The +2 hot air gun of burning. For you boring people, you might call something like this a hair dryer or a blow dryer. Or maybe a hair blow dryer. But this is magic from the time before. It's an ancient item with a limited amount of charges. It's been operated on more than once. So I'm just going to warn you. Magic does exist. Looking for beige. Found some beige. Alright, you get a piece of cardboard. Get a dab of beige. Get a dab of pink. And I'm going to get a smallish brush. I'm just going to use that workhorse brush that I always use. And I'm going to mix those together. And I'm going to make an ugly beige-ish pink. Something like that. That is absolutely vile and exactly what we wanted. So it's not going to be super easy to paint stripes. So what I thought I would do is I would paint the whole thing pink first. Best I can. And then I would come back and do every other section in spikes or stripes. You really don't want to get this on the base if you can help it. I hope I got most of them covered. Rinse out my brush. I'm going to put this up out of the way of the hot air. And I'm going to hit them with hit the plus 2 hot air gun at burning. Oh wait, missed a whole big chunk on the back of his neck. All right, sweet. My guess is that we're going to need another coat. Well, really? No. Not really. We're going to need some touch-ups, but I don't think we're going to need a whole other coat. Yeah, I didn't think we were going to need a whole other coat. I think that a couple touch-ups did enough good for our cause. So we made them a disgusting worm color. Let's dry them off real good. I'm going to set my cardboard up there. I'm going to get some black paint. And I'm just going to start doing every other section where we've snapped it. So I'm going to start back here. Can't even tell where I snapped it there. Probably should have been careful to snap these all the same distance apart then. Since I did not snap them all the way, I guess I'm not going to be able to do every other section like I planned. I'm going to have to be an adult about this and try to space these out evenly. This reminds me of that big worm from Beetlejuice. Kind of. This is kind of a pain in the ass. I'm just putting that out there. I am not good at this kind of freehand patience-based painting. I probably could be using a better brush for this job too. But man, I like using this brush. That is never going to be perfect. Just letting you know now. Not for me anyways. Maybe you can do it perfect. I don't have it in me. Alright, let's hit him with the +2 hot air gun real quick. That's on a spot already that I need to fix with the black. Of course I did. Where was it? Right there. Okay, that's gonna have to work. All right, we're gonna get this into a little bit of touch-up stuff, because if you're like me, there's gonna be some touch-up work. All right. Now for his face and hair, we're gonna do something crazy. We're gonna get a little bit of white. Set this off to the side. I got paint all over me. And we're gonna get a crappy brush. We're gonna get that white all in there, and we're gonna wipe a ton of that off. And we're gonna do something we should have done way back at the very beginning. And we're gonna see what kind of detail this guy's face has that we can work with. We're gonna hit his hair up a little bit, but we don't want to get it onto the neck too much. Okay. Okay. So for his hair, I think the simple solution, let's look at the book. Let's see what the picture in the book on this bearded Naga was. Okay, so their face is like a pinkish color and their hair is like a brownish gray. All right. So for the face, we're going to get a small brush. Make sure that it's damp. I used my mouth to dampen it. We're going to come in here. And paint the face. And we're not worried about it doing a perfect job here. I'm going to get a little bit of that white. We're going to hit the eyebrows, the nose, the chin, and the cheeks. And for the hair, we're going to hit this with a hot air gun first. For the hair, we're going to use this brown, and we're also going to use this little brush on this brown and touch the base back up where the pink spots are. And we're going to come down here and clean up all our messy on the base. This really teeny weeny brush. And if you were more careful than me, you probably don't have as much cleanup work to do, or maybe none if you're like a super ninja. But I don't encounter a whole bunch of super ninjas. At least not ones that do this for a living. Or a hobby anyways. Not a living. I do not make any money doing this. Just so you guys know. I don't have a Squarespace sponsorship or BetterHelp or whatever the thing where they send you food in the mail. We just, go to the grocery store like normal people and we cook food or we just eat out if we have to because, like say we're on a time crunch or something's going on. So we're like normal people. I see some of these sponsors. I'm just like, wow, really? That's a thing? That's crazy. I'm going to get up in here just real quick. And drag some eyebrows onto him. Can't do it. My hands are shaking too bad. I have to do it with a smaller brush. Alright. Set that brush to the side. I'm going to put some of these paints away for now. And let's get the +2 hot air gun burning out. I'm going to get a cheap brush like this. I'm going to get a light brown, like a beige. This is territorial beige. And then I'm just going to get a lot of that off. I'm going to touch the hair with that to lighten it up. I'm not super happy with that paint now. It looks very big of a strong, super bad. English, help. So I'm going to get a little piece of plastic in this purple alchemy here. I'm going to put some of that in there. And I'm going to get some of the speed paint medium. I'm going to put some of that in there. I'm going to get that big dumpy brush I was using earlier. Mix that up. No, this is a mistake. I know this is a mistake. I will get it everywhere and I will ruin this mini. Alright, I don't think you can really see his eyes well enough to do his eyes. I'm going to call this a win. This was not the easiest craft anyways, and I think we're getting pretty far into the paint job. Let's call this a win. You could go further with it. You could make that pink darker. You could give him eyes. I'm not doing any of that. Mostly because my hands aren't behaving, and because of time. But if I start painting this with that speed paint to darken that up or stain that up, I'm going to ruin this whole mini. So I'm not even going to bother doing that. I'd like to thank you guys for taking the time to watch. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell icon, share it with a friend, share it with a Facebook group, share it with your mom or your dad or somebody named Bobo. Do you know anybody named Bobo? I don't. Just a little quick more touch up. There we go. Yeah, Bobo. Share it with Bobo. Leave me a comment. I like those. And check out the links in the description. One's to my website where you can buy some miniatures off a Scorbic and I. And the other is to the Discord where you could hang out. We have some discount codes available right now. If you didn't like the one that's in the description, there's another one on the Discord you can check out and see if you like that one. That might make it easier on you to buy some minis, though. All right, no more touch-ups, no more touching. We're done. We're done. Putting the brushes away. All right. See you next time. And I'm not sure what's next after Naga, and my left hand's covered in black paint, so we're not going to open the book. Thanks for watching. Oh, here. Woo, Naga.